what's happening is a bit annoying. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying to 100% the first term, or a classic game, and then I'm going to do second term, and then I'm going to do summer camp. Ah, Spooky High, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, that is too vocal fry. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Oh, that's why I type it. Otherwise, it's all capitals all the time. We had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the monster prom. I remember clearly 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LaBey, a fearless seaman with a taste for destruction and love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Linecourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Overland, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom night, and even more daunting, only 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I said, we were young and afraid, and we were ready to start. For anyone who's like, why am I doing the first one, is because, like, it has to be an hour either way, so they cut it in half. And, like, while I did succeed with romancing Liam, you have no idea who you get for the first day, which means that the fact that I didn't woo Damien is because of that, because I didn't see him the first day, and I was trying, and Blair was doing a quest. The multiplayer one is actually what I would think would be better for like achievement-based things. Like if I were to go to do the thing where you go to one of the places every single time that you can, because like whenever a shop's there, I assume you can go somewhere else. Okay. Let's go to the bathroom every single time we can. That day, you skip class to just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you get +2 shifts, but you gain +2 boldness. That night, you hit the clubs with Vera and Polly. Thanks Satan for the fake IDs. But put those wallets away, those 2. Drinks are on me. By which I mean drinks are on that guy. No need, Polly. I'm into this crazy new thing called paying for my own drinks. Maybe you heard of it. Maybe? Is that French for my boobs aren't big enough to get free drinks? Sigh, feminism is dead. That sounds like a reason to drink. BRB. But soon, it didn't work. What was that you said? It sounded like Portuguese for my shameless pandering didn't get us any. What was that you said? It sounded like, where's Vera in my register? What was that you said? It sounded like Portuguese for my shameless pandering didn't get us any free drinks. This quickly is getting out of trouble. Maybe if you find a way to make that guy pay for your drinks, you can fix this. Please be fun. No one is curious why you just happen to have sedatives on you at all times. That plan goes off without a hitch. You spend the whole week with your new friend, Sedated Sam. Sedated Sam is the coolest guy in the course, he's such a good listener. I especially like how he insists on paying for everything with his credit card. What a gentleman. It's the best week of your lives, but sadly it has to end. The three of you bid sedated Sam a tearful goodbye. Goodbye, Sam. Always remember the times we spent together, even if you won't. It seems sedated said, truly accept us we're the top of our hearts. You all promise to do this again next year. Sam might remember much of this when he wakes up, but you're sure he'll love the matching tattoo you all got. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Yes, I am trying. And yes, I am going for volley right now. Okay. Where are the Polly and Bear stable to find them eating? Wait, both of them? Yum yum, I surely do love food and eating. Look at all this food go into me. Yes. This cafeteria sloppy Joe, it truly has a subtle flavor profile. Finally, you notice the cause of this absurdity. A well-dressed businessman sitting at the next table watching both of the women intently. Oh yeah, I know you like this baiting. My eating is realistic and erotic. Be cool, Polly. The man wants to pay us for eating in front of him, not screaming about eating. Is this not what eating is? I forget. While Vera tries to explain eating to Polly, the businessman shyly approaches him and gives a small bow. Much obliged, friend, he says in a soft voice. Are these two fine ladies your friends? I must confess that I searched far and wide for a suitable candidate to fill my rather unusual fetish. Paying a student at a high school for monsters to eat food while I watch politely from a distance. But I find myself unable to choose which of these two beautiful are. The snake-eyed one possesses a certain grace. Yeah, pay me, motherfucker. Pay me to do a thing I was gonna do anyway. But the transition one has such passion. I can't yell in this voice. I don't even want the money. This is just fucking weird and I love it. In your opinion, the businessman finishes, which would be the wiser choice on my part? The businessman nods thoughtfully. You know, you're right. Never before have I believed so fully that someone was actually eating real food. Yup, that's me eating real food with my real mouth and teeth. Are you kidding me? That's convincing you? The food is falling right through her body on the floor. Don't hate me just because I'm efficient at eating. Don't worry, I hate you for other, more private reasons. What? Sorry, can't hear you. Too busy eating real food. You team up with Polly to make her eating even more realistic. She passes her food through her body to you, and you eat it for her. It's pretty hot. I don't know where I'd be. I don't know where I'd be for that. Alright, boldness. We're dumping in the boldness. That day you visit the bathrooms to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you, you crazy bastard. You gain +2 bonus and probably +1 staphylococcus with a slight chance of +1 STD. I really need to just Google all these words I don't know. Because it's always the same words. John and Polly pull you aside, one of them holding each of your arms. Whatever's going on, it's serious. We need your help, bro. The midterm for AP jump scares is coming up tomorrow, and we're so unprepared. We tried everything we could think of to get ready. I rolled up the textbook and smoked it, and I ate my homework, but nothing worked. We've only got one option left. We gotta cheat, bro. We just need to figure out how to do it without messing with the teacher. Or messing with the teacher. Either way, if you can help us, we'd be super grateful. That's all the incentive you need. You'll come with your ultimate cheating technique. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh, yes. Mr. Giant Stonehead is like 99% face. It's perfect. And I've heard he sleeps like a rock too. This will be so easy. But isn't this vandalism? Coach says winners don't do vandalism. No, silly. It's only vandalism if you're doing it on a not alive thing. This is makeup artistry. You make a mental note never to let Polly do your makeup. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts. That day you skipped class intending to spend the term in the bathrooms, but you encounter 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the fuck runs security here? Anyway, you subdue them with the help of the Harrycomb. God bless the monster scout and all the idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. By the time you get to the bathrooms, you totally gain +2 boldness. You're hanging out with Polly afterwards, and she's about to show you her latest dumb tattoo when suddenly, never fear, my ladies, I will save you from this that's a new one, lascivious cretin. It's an interdimensional prince, and he's apparently here to block your metaphorical cock. Whoa, you're so sparkly. Are those tearaway pants? Sadly, they are not, my queen. My fashion sense does not operate on the same ethereal plane as your own. Well, I am persistently on fleek. I died on fleek, and so am cursed to roam the earth forever, internally on fleek. It is this exact on fleekness which I seek. For you see, madam, I am in need of a fashionista such as yourself to plan the ultimate wedding. Ours. Ours? This could be bad. You know Polly's not above getting married as a one-off trope. You gotta stop this madness. You steal the sex letters from your school, highly controversial physics style, and get the party started. Great Zorblons of Gorg Galaxy. I did not know you had such 6 parties in this dimension. Yeah, boy. This school is nationally ranked in the field of particle physics. I don't know what kind of snooty stories you got over there in the snooze dimension, but here at Spooky High School, we can have sex with coherent light. I am truly humbled by the heartiness of your party. I shall return to my dimension and lament the fact that it is a total party wasteland. You don't even notice the prince leaving because you're too busy humping a laser. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. I like that poly of boldness and fun. It makes this thing make sense. Oh, I should have sat with her. I could have got charm. You find Polly and Liam not eating as usual, you know, because they're undead. You know the food in the cafeteria is really atrocious. It's hardly even worthy of my moment, Grim. What? I don't even eat the food. See, this is exactly what I mean. We can do so much better than these subpar culinary abortions. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the 2 of us should have a cook-off. What? No. Did you say something? I'm not listening because I'm so psyched about this cook-off. At no point did I agree to. I've got a huge advantage, though, because I've cooked so many drugs. I forgot where Polly's voice was. Oh, you think you got the advantage, huh? I've been alive for centuries of culinary history. It's on. The 2 of them dash into the kitchen, ignoring all the rules of law, school, and common decency as they commence cooking. 2 celebrity chefs judges appear to critique the challengers. I hate when I'm forced out of the window. Darling, I think they're both equally horrible, says the cruel British judge. I think they're both equally marvelous, says the overly nice British judge. Both judges turn to you. What do you think, tiebreaker judge? Whose meal truly is the cat's pajamas? What unbelievable. That's not even food. What isn't even food? The pile of yarn you're knitting in that frying pan, that's clearly a set of pajamas for a cat. Oh, was it supposed to be food? Sorry, I forgot what we were doing. Yes, it was supposed to be food, and yours obviously isn't. Oh yeah, then how come it run the food contest, huh? Well, because, yeah, that's what I thought. I'll catch you all later. I gotta go find a cat to put these pajamas on. Later you run into Polly and she lets you pet her kitty, if you know what we mean. It means you get to pet the cat she puts the pajamas on. What did you think it meant? Nothing, game. Why'd you assume I have a dirty mind? I tell you to skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold you will kill a tiny, big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monstrous act would instantly give you +500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep +2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. You're just getting ready to leave when you get a text from Polly. Hey, BB Les Barty. How can you refuse such a formal missive? You track her down immediately. Hey, you got my test. That's good, because I need some help brainstorming. I'm going to a party tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be lame, and that needs to change. See, it's a costume party, you know, where everyone dresses up as their favorite human. I'm going as sexy tax attorney. But I'm not sure even the sexiest tax attorney can rescue this party from the depths of lamitude. So, got any dice to help spice things up? Oh, you've got some ideas, and they're the spiciest. Okay, thanks. Oh no, I don't know how that worked, because smarts is a bad stat for me. Later that night at the party, this is nuts. Look at all these humans in human costumes. Georgine at the party, Owlbear totally just turned into a sumo wrestler, and Larry the Leech looks exactly like the former United States President Abraham Lincoln. Oh, Larry doesn't just look like Lincoln, he is Lincoln. He has all of Lincoln's memories up to the moment of his death. Every newly transformed human at the party comes complete with a full lifetime of memories, a childhood, family, friends. They have no recollection of their lives as monsters and all currently going insane from the cognitive dissonance. Manny the Manicore just turned into a retired cop who is screaming for his estranged wife and 2 sons. Pranked! In about 4 hours, all these newly created people will revert to their previous form, essentially murdering these new identities. LOL! In the meantime, you and Polly have a great time scaring the shit out of actual humans and streaming it online. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. Okay, so now because the shops are in the bathroom, I can go somewhere else. So I have to turn on the fan. I'm dying of heat. Sorry. I'm back. I picked up my water bottle too because I'm still hot. And it's gonna take the fan a minute to cool everything down. Okay. So let's not go somewhere for fun. We got fun on lock. Woof. I just hit the microphone. That's annoying. Okay. Charm would be a good one to do something with. But we'll do something with friends. That day you listen to your elders and learn a valuable lesson. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense in the dating game that you forgot that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Pretty soon you're fast asleep having a wonderful dream involving caterpillars and maple syrup. Suddenly Polly and Damien are in your dream with you, except they're not naked like they usually are in your dreams. Yo, wake up! Darling, we need your help, you goddamn narcoleptic. You wake up just in time. Damien was about to give up and start hitting you with the desk. Alright, nope. Alright, here's the situation. Miss Boogeyman just passed out a pop quiz on the history of misunderstood abominations. Darling, this is bullshit. I don't even do regular quizzes, so obviously we were gonna copy your test. But you've been asleep this whole time, which is honestly a pretty rad move, but it doesn't help us. So who should we copy instead? You're about to tell them that if you can sleep through this class, they can talk this much during test. It's probably not a very serious class, but this is clearly an opportunity to score some points with these two. So you give them some top-notch advice. Faultless. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's bold. Alright, Polly, you distract her. I'll get the answers. I can do that. I'm hella distracting. Polly initiates a maneuver she calls the party hurricane. It's equal parts Launchpad, striptease, and house fire. Damien's no trouble getting the answers. It doesn't really even matter though, because after Polly's prom, the class is canceled for the rest of the week. Darling, this all went super well and nothing bad happened. It's Occam's razor. You know the best plan is always the one that cuts up the most shit. Given today's events, you're inclined to agree. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. So I can also romance Damien. I'm gonna sit with the Slayer. You're taking a break from social and eat your line when someone punches you in the Slayer. She's hiding under your table. Eat me, pain-free. Now I'm gonna punch you in your other. Ow! You just threw your apple at her. Finally, a use for that red deliciousness. You defeated the Slayer. She flees, leaving 2 choices behind. The loot passes rapidly, getting ready to disappear, almost as if you're in some kind of video game. No time to contemplate the nature of your existence. Pick some loot before it's gone. Hey, waste not, want not, right? You hijacked one of the burners in the kitchen, cook up a batch of garlic rice with it. While the other students are super stunned. Besides massive-hated bland cafeteria cuisine. That chef tries to stop you, but you convince her to try some of your rice and said the holy water kills her instantly. Until the school can fill her position, you get to be the chef. You put drugs in everybody's food and don't really remember the next few days, and that's fun. A good cook can turn the simplest ingredient into a day's life. And that's fun. Why isn't that creativity? That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathroom because you respect no authority. But you don't stop there. You want the whole world to know how reckless you are for the rest of the journey. So you do some graffiti on the wall. No way. The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out that the wall is a magic wall that grants wishes. What a wall. A deep voice resonates from the wall and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. On your way out, you spot Polly still wearing the black coat she stole from that human party the other night. She takes it up and throws it at you to get your attention. Yo, 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 that human party convinced me I want to be a scientist, but not just any kind, a party scientist. What's a party scientist, yes? Why, just a scientist who's dedicated to discovering the secret to the raddest party. Through a series of extremely scientific experiments, I aim to discover what exactly makes a good party, so I can distill whatever it is into a vial and drink it. Or, just have a really dope parties all the time. Anyway, I'm going to a bar mitzvah tonight, and I need your scientific advice. What can we do to push this party over the edge? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. One of these is going to be smarts, and maybe one's going to be creativity. So fun. Okay, thank God. Fine, I'm at 2 digits with I have 20. Later that night. Haha, look at them dance. I don't know why I never thought of this before. It's just basic science. Lightning gives life to a Frankenstein. A Frankenstein is a stitched together mass of sexy flailing lips. I think you mean a Frankenstein's monster. I guess we can name it after the guy who invented them, but Frankenstein isn't the monster. He's the scientist who is a monster, but not in the way this game is. Which is also what a party is. Lightning is the life of the party. What's that? You want to know who the bar mitzvah boy is? I don't know. I don't know any of these kids. Crashing bar mitzvah is the height of party culture. You have so much fun. You forget to tell Polly she should have said Frankenstein's monster. I didn't. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Thank you, game. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. On the way there, you run into Maya, Mimi, the only girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip. It tastes like crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of the shit. Guarana extract, seed extract, benzenic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, 100 milligrams of bolus. Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gain +2 bonus. Thanks, Mimi, and proceed to the bathrooms. Later, you see Polly even more excited than usual, and you decide to see what's going on. I've been doing a lot of soul searching recently, get it? And I think I finally figured out who I really am. My soul emoji, that emoji that speaks the truth of my soul. I think a lot of people would say I'm like the winking ghost emoji or the paella emoji, but those are just who I am on the outside, My real soul is the pink heart emoji with a blue arrow through it. It's like, I'm sweet, right? But I've also got a dark side, plus an arrow through the heart is how it was killed. What about you? What's your soul emoji? Yeah, that one's obviously charmed. This is fun. Air horn? That's a great choice. Man, I love when I'm listening to sick pop punk and all of a sudden, air horn, air horn, air horn. It really keeps the party going. We should hang out more if you're anything like an air horn. I bet you never get annoying. Yeah, you're an air horn funny, which is a good thing. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Slayer. You're eating lunch and you're visiting someone on. Oh no. Hey, how would you like to train against your friends in exchange for some forbidden knowledge? But training your friends sounds fun, but forbidden knowledge sounds dope. You listen to her pitch. Basically, I just need you to tell me Damien Lehman's hidden weaknesses for totally innocent reasons, and in exchange, I'll teach you one of my most secret Slayer techniques. What's that? You say you totally do it, and I can trust you what you say 100%? Great. Which technique do you want to learn? This one. You tell Slayer that Liam's weakness is being ignored and Damien's weakness is ice cream cake. Really? But that's so simple. I'll bury them in indifference and frozen treats respectively. Oh, you want to know my secret technique? It's simple. Just act like you're entitled to everyone's love and affection and constantly make decisions that endanger you and your friends. Well, that's it? But you already do all those things, all the time. Is it possible that you've been the protagonist all along? This discovery gives you a newfound confidence, which you use to punch the Slayer in the neck into her shoes. As a protagonist of your own life, you gain +4 charm. Thank you. This is why we sit with NPCs. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you get +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. Suddenly you smell that distinct odor of rotten eggs, nail polish remover, and chocolate syrup. This can only mean one thing. You kick open the door, stall to find. Yo, what's up? Did you come to try my latest batch of toilet wine? My normal tasting group isn't here yet because they're probably all dead. I've never let that stop me from getting drunk though, so it's really no excuse. I expected my toilet wine to be a lot more popular at school. I'm selling wine at high school. You think kids would line up around the block. But maybe my only repeat customers are a couple of homeless dudes, Barry the masochist swamp monster, and you! You're here to try it too right now? Oh, then you must be here to help me with marketing. Come on, help me figure out how to make Polly's totally legit toilet wine a success. yeah, that's a great idea. Once people have a taste of polysoil wine, they'll be craving more. Literally, I put heroin in this blind. Good thing I bought this medical grade funnel for that funnel party last week. Let's get pouring. You and Polly spent all night together pouring various liquids into sleeping people's mouths. You sort of forget about the wine and start pouring all kinds of things. It's not much of a marketing campaign after all. But you know what they say. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And pouring things into strangers' mouths. You gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. And the bathrooms are taken. So, what do we think? Creativity. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it gives as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sets. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standard. You gain +2 creativity. You notice Polly staring at her phone with an uncharacteristic intensity. She usually looks happier sorting through dick pics. Better investigate. Oh, hey, boo, I'm just checking out information on possible afterlives. Like, I'm not going to spend all my time besides listening for all eternity. Who does that? I've collected some pamphlets from various afterlives, and I'm looking into the pros and cons of each option. It's just such a big decision, you know. I mean, this could affect the rest of my afterlife. You know, anyone who went to any of these afterlives, which afterlife are you into? That's great, Toby. That might be fun. OMG, yeah! Oh my god, yes! The maximum yes possible. The yeses is amazing because you know what the biggest complaint about kittens is? That they're perfect, adorable balls of fluffy cuteness armed with tiny knives on their paws, which they have no problem jabbing into people with absolutely no notice. You know who can't feel the pain of tiny cat paws? Ghosts, bitch. I can literally roll around on a cloud of kittens and feel nothing except their tiny, fluffy softness, no fear of claws. I'm definitely going to work on my essay for cloud kittens world, maybe something along the lines of why I deserve to snuggle cats because of the one time I pity fucked a werepanther. Maybe I can get you to write my letter of recommendation flyer. Fingers and tiny fur claws, cross that line that I get in, and hope to see you there one day. Did Polly just say she hopes that you die? Well, if it's to reunite with her, I guess that's probably fine. Aren't you just dying to take her to the monster prom? You gain that terrible joke to use later when recounting the story, as well as +2 creativity and +1 charm. Scott and Polly are sitting here laughing their metaphor. Ask Scott, do Damien. Grrr. Darling, grrr, I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere toxic version of masculine, which has alienated me from my own true emotions. Haha, you sound exactly like him. Okay, you do better. I'm Bear smart and my hair is pretty and all my friends look up to me because I am strong, independent woman. Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work. I'm not Scott, I'm Barry. You can tell because I just said my name just now. Okay, what about you, Blair? Got any good impression? Just one, but it's a real doozy. Oh no. I do not talk like that. Yeah, you do. You talk like that all the time. Okay, maybe, but why is she running around the cafeteria rubbing her butt and everyone's designing? Because she's twerking, Collie. Don't you recognize twerking when you see it? That's not twerking. Twerking doesn't require driving table in a hot pink golf cart. How is this even impressioning me? Are you saying that you don't wish you were driving a hot pink golf cart, putting your butt in other people's designs right now? Fine, out of my way. While Polly's busy making love to everyone else, trade you enjoy quietly alone with Scott. It's so romantic. Whoops. I feel like I'm okay. I'd say you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hang out in the bathrooms. You get +2 your shits, but you gain +2 boldness. You see Miranda, Polly, Vera, and Damien all crowding around the bathroom mirror. Can a monster take a shit in peace at the school? Your brows are short of being off fleek. They're 1 millimeter off fleek. Maybe your snakes got in the way. This is coming from someone whose face is see-through. How can we tell that your highlight or the headlights of if that's your highlight or the headlights of an oncoming train? Oh please, you want to know a good contour if it punched you in the throat? Darling, and a really good contour can actually do that. I like to start a palette of primary contours for my skin tone. Blood red, baby flesh pink, hot, bloodshot crimson egg, and then base blend with a soft boiled chimera egg. What? It's called technique, fuckers. Doing amazing makeup is like punching someone's face with beauty. I just, let's see, I just don't see how the use of putting so much time and energy into painting one's face. Is that not what we all have makeup starts for Miri? No. At least we know. At least we know we're both more confident than Miranda, Polly, and Wes than me. And that's not saying much of anything. There needs to be a way of settling who's the best at makeup. Both Vera and Polly looked you expectantly. We'll go with this one because I don't know. I think that's boldness, and I think I should be good. What? Fuck yeah, dungeon time. Yeah, sure, this sounds super stupid and irresponsible, just my jam. Not mine. What are you, a chicken? Plop, plop, plop? Chickens don't make that sound, but okay, let's see those stupid dungeons so that orb can tell you I'm better than you at makeup. Yeah, I love dungeons. I'm coming too. I don't do dungeons. Dungeons are for commoners and people with that weird leather-based sense of fashion. Bye. Damien, Vera, and Polly, and you enter the dungeon's magical invention. You manage to get the orb of Lincomb. Hey, you. Mr. Orb, tell us which one is the best at makeup. The orb illuminates us with the ear of dim purple. A voice comes from the depth of your own hearts. Who's the best of you at makeup? It's Damien. Bye. The orb levitates over your heads and explodes itself. No, Damien, you ruined it. Ah, yeah. Bye, losers. Well, I guess we'll never know who's the best of us at makeup. Yeah, but who cares? Dungeon crawling has been a great bonding experience. Now I appreciate you more. And you too, Blair. Agree. I appreciate you two more. Not Damien. He can be a jerk sometimes. A makeup genius jerk. You dungeon crawl your way out of the dungeon, making your experience extra bonding. Great! You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. That day, you visit the bathrooms, taking number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat. Look at you, you crazy bad. You gain +2 boldness and probably +1 staphylococcus with a slight chance of +1 STD. Oh my god, did you hear? They finally invented a tattoo gun that works on ghosts. I'm totally gonna get one as soon as school lets out. Oh shit, we should definitely get matching tattoos. You wanna? Of course you do. What are you, responsible? The important question is, what kind of tattoo do you want to get? That's fun. 6. You look blankly at Polly. What? That's what it spells, right? I mean, I could be wrong. Whenever I say a group of letters, I always assume that it spells sex or LSD. And a knuckle tattoo is obviously longer than 3 letters, so sex it is. You start to explain that sex is the same length as LSD, but Polly presses a finger to your lips. Shh, my little dumpling. If you play your cards right, I'll show you how long sex can really be. She does show you, and it turns out it can be as long as you want. If you keep adding X to the end, you gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. You and Polly aren't alone at table. They're flanked by 2 beefy hobgoblins and school security unit. What do these 2 have? They are bodyguards. They're food guards. Principal Giant Spider found out we weren't eating during lunch, so he signed guards to us because he thinks we have an eating disorder. And we do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. Except it's not an eating disorder. It's an identity and a lifestyle. Death style. Whatever. The point is that they won't let us leave until we've eaten our food, which will not be never. And I have a meeting of the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period, and I can't be like, if you could just figure out a way around these food guards for us, I'd be like super grateful, like in a sexy way. Well, you can't say no to that. Time to enact your finish the club plan. With all the deafness and raw sexuality Indiana Jones, you empty Polly's food on the plate and his lap. Ah, stop that! It's too much food. I can't artfully arrange it for a decent food pick. Meanwhile, I seem to be 100% of the food on my plate. No problem, nothing to see here. Lucky for you and Polly, the hobgoblins are complete idiots with no object permanence. They instantly believe Polly's like, you traitors! I thought we were in this together. You thought? That was your first mistake. I stay high all the time, so I never think. You and Polly ditch the cafeteria, then ditch school, and then do so many drugs you end up in a ditch. So responsible. Okay. Where's my reward? That day, you visit the bathroom to take number 2. Don't worry, that won't be an illustration of that specific one. Thank you as you make one of the boldest decisions in your entire life. You don't put paper on the toilet. Look at you, crazy bastard. You can possibly boldest +1 SCD. But none of that matters. You're late to meet Polly for a more fighting stuff. Alright, our research career can go over so far, but we've got limited sample size. I need to know that we can make any party of us, not just some party. So tomorrow morning we're going to crash a funeral. If we can make that fun, we can make anything. So brainstorm how we can put the fun back in funeral. Later that night, ooh, that was awesome. awesome. I was totally inside that dude. And then when they were like, does anyone else want to say a few words? And I was like, ooh, me. And they totally freaked out. And then I was like, let's turn the funeral into a wedding. I got married to like 11 people. But we're all the widows now because I left that dude and he kept on dancing. But whatever, weddings rule. Hey bud, you know what? I think we're getting into really close to the true formula of a rap party. You're the best science partner I've ever had. You guess she hasn't had lots of science partners. You doubt she even knows the real definition of science, but she's just happy for you to correct her now. She's just too happy for you to correct her now. Come on, the night's still young. Let's go turn an all-night laundromat into an epic rig. Those washing machines don't know what hit them. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. I didn't get what I wanted. Okay. Hi, Polly. I hope I succeeded. What? Prom? Of course, prom night will be another perfect opportunity to conduct our experience in party science. So clever you, that's why you're the best science partner. That's not what you meant, but sure, why not? Sooner than expected, prom night is here, and the two of you finally ready to crack down the ultimate party mode. You free some wild animals, you do lots of ecstasy, and you awaken the dead. You even do the dance of joy. Everything is perfect. You feel floaty and full of energy, and you see beautiful shining lights. You feel connected to everyone. Obviously, most of that is thanks to ecstasy, but still, you feel like you've conquered the night and put a flag with your names on the peak of life itself. Then dawn comes. But you're now on a hill by the sea, watching the sun slowly come up. No idea how you got there, but who cares? You're out, he's watching the gentle tide of the morning. When you realize Polly has her hand over yours, she looks at you. You know what, Blair? This might be the Molotov, but I think I finally got it. All these parties have been wildly different, yet all of them have been the very best. I put a lot of time into it, and I can only think of one thing they all had in common. I think the formula to a perfect morning must be sharing it with the right person. You don't answer, you just hold her hands as you spend the morning watching the sun slowly come up over the sea together. Okay. Okay. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of your lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, it was summer. Damon became an interior designer specialized in torture machine last month. Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. Scott became an athlete not so long ago. He earned a prestigious natural reward for being the best at doing sports. For those 6 weeks, Monster Prom seemed larger tonight, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended there, but there was plenty of battles left in that war called the youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay. I think I'm gonna be 4 people. Actually, you know what? I'll be 3 people. Okay. Spooky High, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I'm player 1 because that's me. And then blue will be player 2, and green will be player 3. And we had yet to experience the ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember clearly, 3 weeks were left, and as soon as we fantasized about our dream prom days, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic. Murder, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was gentle. Damien LeBay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with his stupidly huge heart. Liam Lioncount, a hipster vampire whose standoff demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, a mean self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clever, it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. tell that I try to pick the same stats for all of them so that I could like do that thing where I get rewards, and like, so apparently I'm gonna end up going to the shop a lot because apparently that still needs to be a thing you do. Okay. So I'm at boldness 9. I don't know what Damon's other stat would be. So I think I'll just do charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. You see Damien and Miranda with their heads in their hands. They look glum. You ask them what's up. We're boned. I do not know what this boned word means, but I'm not optimistic about our chances on the upcoming exam. It's not fair, darling. It's not fair. I shouldn't have to fail the test just because I spent all week in a really beautiful mosh pit instead of going to class. And I did study. I had my servants read the entire textbook twice. But for some reason, my servants are not allowed to take the test for me. Well, there's only one thing to do. Chop up the teacher and melt his body and assets. No, there's got to be another way, doesn't there? Shit, yeah, finally a good excuse to... Darlings, finally a good excuse to do what I was probably going to do eventually anyway. I'm not sure if it's actually a good excuse, but it's too late. Damien's already running through the hall with 2 gallons of gasoline soaking up everything. Later, Damien is let out of school in handcuffs for the 3rd time this week. He gives you a smile and a wink. Ha, suckers, they can't make me take a test if I'm in jail. I win again. Damien, happy and only small portion of the school burned down, looks like everybody wins. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. I think you have to be money and charm because I want you to date Vera. That day, you spend some time on the library's PC sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, which isn't the same thing, so who cares? You gain +2 money. You look up to see Scott approaching Vera. He looks confused. That isn't unusual for Scott, but you decided you drop anyway. Hey, Vera, you're mean, right? Oh, you noticed. And you're a girl, right? Ah, you noticed. Well, I was watching this high school movie the other day, and there were these mean girls, and the mean girls were mean cheerleaders. Now, I know you're not interested in being a cheerleader, but maybe you could do something to help the football team. I mean, according to the movie, high school athletes and high school mean girls are natural allies, right? As much as I hate to admit it, you do have points. I suppose you have some idea what I should do. Well, I don't really do ideas, but I'm sure Blue here has a great idea. Tell her. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, thank God. Beer leaders, wow, hold on 1 second. You and Scott watches Vera frantically makes about a dozen puzzles. Alright, I've trademarked beer leaders. The idea is mine. You didn't think of it. Also, thank you. I can already imagine the uniforms. Black leather, real skulls, a folder of blackmailing material, and every member of the opposing team. You know what I mean. I already have most of that stuff in my closet at home. I'll have a prototype by this afternoon. Javeris gets out to her closet to create this terrifying new unicorn. You're not sure whether you want to stay far, far away from that closet or get a close look. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts. Okay. I don't know who you're going for, but let's go to class. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating ends, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. You spot Vera and Polly discussing something. You've got to get on this coverage Novation. It's bound to be something nasty. Hey! What? Are you going to a party tonight at the Dale of the Mummy's crib? The dog star is aligned with Venus or something, so his parents are beings of pure energy for the weekend. He's got the place entirely to himself. I might stop by. Yay! I'm not signed for these two. Okay, so listen, Scott's gonna be there too, and I totally want to spike. Now I'm interested. What are you thinking? Laxative or a rag or bro? So I was thinking something fun like shrooms. Shrooms won't even dissolve in a drink, you idiot. You there, back me up on this. What do you think we should put in a drink? Yeah, make it something fun, like I'm not fun. Shrooms. Oh no. I'm sorry, Green. Okay. Oh, gee, cute. And I totally have a snack track filter that makes people look like wolves too. So I'll use it on them and they'll be like a double wolf. Oh, yeah, snack track. Oh. pick that totally justifies unleashing a vicious beast onto an unsuspecting party. Oh, you gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Okay. Blair chooses How to Train Your Dragon. The animated version, not the live action. I still haven't seen the live action. I still haven't even seen the 3rd animated version. I'm fine. Green chooses Now You See Me Too, and blue chooses Endgame. Yeah, I think How to Train Your Dragon is pretty easy to explain. Okay, who are you? You're not who I... Fine, you can go with them too. As you approach your system, you see Liam carefully framing his artfully arranged Shelley dessert for a transcendent pivot when FOODPIC, write those picks to victory. What does that even mean? When I say food, you say pick. Food, no. Food, stop. 2, 4, picks, 8. Food, do we appreciate? Food, picks, go. Cease this instant chanting this instant. Cease this incessant chanting this instant. What? But I'm trying to help you take the best food pick. You've been trying to take this pick for like 20 minutes now. You gotta snap a pick so you can eat your tasty food. I don't eat, Scott. I only order the food so I can take pictures of it, and you're not helping. I know. My cheerleading just isn't good enough. What I needed is a cheer partner to take me to the next level. What you need is a swift kid in that, but it's too late. Scott's already chosen you as his cheer partner. Now it's up to you to decide what to do. I can't romance Liam again. I get it. Amp him up. Like, where the sky is, let's do it. What? No, that's a horrible... Up you go, little buddy. Reach for the stars. Okay, I'm actually getting some very artistic angles on my food from up here, but it's still not okay. Oh, Liam, always being sarcastic. He loves it. Wait, you chose me to finally start understanding what sarcasm is? I'm not being sarcastic. You can't fool me, Liam. I know everything you say means the opposite of what I think it means. Liam eventually gets Scott to put him down by saying he loves being thrown in the air. Scott still somehow believes he did the right thing and gives you the most intimate fist bump. Okay. I don't remember who you were speaking to one of them. Vera, I believe. You find Vera and Polly at the table deep in a conversation. All right, business side PD. People pay a monthly subscription to prevent me from drugging their food. Business side PD. People pay me a monthly subscription to put drugs in their food. Business idea. Priced at the cafeteria's current food supplier by selling plastic food. Business idea. Nipples. Just nipples? Yeah. Okay. Wait, business idea. Use clever marketing and food science to create the perfect new diet craze and sell it for an insane profit. That's actually a really good idea. Better than nipples? Yes. We just need to figure out what our new diet product will be. What a delicious idea. But what about for like ghosts and stuff? Ghosts want to lose their weight too. We'll just sell ghosts of tapeworms alongside the living ones naturally. Where are you going to get tapeworm ghosts? Simple. I'll just kill tapeworms with unfinished business, which is pretty much any tapeworm, honestly. They're very ambitious. Well, all my exorcist planners all scam away. Soon, Vera finds slender friends are all the way in the cafeteria, and she seems to tolerate your presence even more, and everybody's losing weight. No sooner have you sat down at Damon and Myrna's table than a haunting melody fills the air. It is a melody of the cold northern peaks, of cloying sweetness, of a supply bow entering, the song of the ice cream wizard. He's here. I'm gonna eat so much ice cream and then puke on someone I don't like. Oh goodness, the ice cream wizard only comes out once for sodas during the hour of the ascended pancake. You see an old dude in a floppy blue hat pushing a refrigerated cart with this shit magic painted on the side. So many great options. Should I get a bar, rain destroyer, chocolate broomstick? What about fear of death? A frozen cobra, berserk, darling. What about fear of death? A frozen cobra, berserker berry blitz? The wizard's frozen treats invariable turn me into a frog for someone. Perhaps I simply have not tried the right one yet. What we should try if only someone would suggest a solution of what is the most difficult problem I've ever faced. How boorish. Did someone say bulrush? No, I said boorish, as in lacking social. Ah, I see. You did not mishear me after all, but you were simply looking for an excuse to beat up the ice cream wizard. Joke's on you, Miranda. Darling, joke's on you. Miranda, I'm never not looking for an excuse to beat up the ice cream wizard. Look at all this ice cream I got. This one lets you breathe underwater. This one licks you. You brigand. You brigand. You thief. Darling, I got you some sugar roasted breathless. My reservations seem to have vanished. Good, because I want to try this bottle. The stick is supposed to reveal how I'm going to die. Who knew my death would involve so many bottlenose dolphins? To celebrate the ice cream habit, Damien takes you to the beach and doesn't even try to drown you. Okay, I just realized the person playing is a pessimist and I'm trying not to say anything political right now. Okay. 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 Blair's gonna do dying by sharks. Green's gonna do dying by bees, and blue's gonna do dying by peanut butter. Mike the dying by bees, Mike the dying by peanut. This is random. That day was meant to say, it's as though the muses have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring and will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. Plus 2 creativity. You're chilling out, not murdering anybody when Damien thinks up to you. He's hauling a large set. We're definitely not a corpse right now. Hey, you're not gonna believe it. Darling, hey, you're not gonna believe this, but there's definitely an actual corpse in his bag. You never would have guessed. No, here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm actually responsible. I'm exactly responsible for making this corpse, at least not without my lawyer present. But let's just say he and I have apparently had different definitions of rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, I'm not interested in going back. Darling, anyway, I'm not interested in going back to jail, so I need your help to hide this body real quick. It would be an extremely attractive thing to do. Luckily, hiding dead bodies is kind of thing. You share your brilliant solution. You throw the corpse in the back of Damien's dredge raid and hoof it over to your car. Holy hell, darling, holy hell, are all these yours? Some of these are total classics. Elvis Presley, Amelia Earhart, Buck, you've got 3 popes here? I've spent all my time trying to be a great murderer, when the greatest murder of all was right next to me the entire time. Damien Loveling lays his mangled corpse next to your pristine collector's items, a look of awe on his face. Joke's on him, you're actually just a really accomplished grave robber. You gain plus 2 smarts and plus 1 charm. Alright. Go to class. Shit. Amazed how people keep coming and buying all this stupid crap. Intriguing. I've never bought anything from you. I always simply bought that because I'm pairing him off with Scott. Or attempting to anyway. And who are you? You're Vera, which means charm. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her in the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain plus 1 BFF, sadly she's not playing the game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off-screen, and plus 2 charm. I keep having to adjust this mic because it keeps falling. Your performance in the game earns you a position as first pick on Vera's team for the next game. Sweet. When you get over to her side of the court, though, you notice her furry bro. She's having trouble choosing the next player. As much as I hate to admit it, I brought you over here because I need help. See, my acceptance at a top-tier business school is riding on this game. Everyone knows business schools hate losers, and dodgeball is basically the new golf. And I need to assemble a killer team, but my skills lie in discerning people's weaknesses, not their strengths. That's where you come in. Help me pick the best team, and I'll sure to remember you fondly when I'm crushing peons with my business degree. Picking teams is your jam. You whisper in Bear's ear. Creativity and money are the same for me, so... yes, blaming other people for your failures is the true secret to business. But how will I identify those players? Oh wait, I forgot. I have dossiers on everybody. Like that lizard man there chewing on his tongue. My sources tell me he still wants the bet. That yeti looks like a formidable dodgeball player, but I have a good authority that he suffers from a disease known as ball blindness. And the headless horseman is a ghost. Ball passed right through him. You build a team of lovable losers, and you lose. Bear shoots them all up for being terrible and records it for her business school portfolio. You gain +2 boldness and +1 creativity. Okay. That weekend you're having some sick milkshakes with your buds Scott, Miranda, and Damien. Conversation's just chill and weird, but you listen to Scott talk about stuff that makes no sense, but you're enjoying yourself. And that's how I learned that even if Principal Giant Spider is always a nice dude, spiders in general are not nice and like to prey on other insects. Darling, wait! Oh no. What? Are you like 100% sure spiders do that? I would say 128% sure. That's a lot of sureness, Jane. You know what that means, right? Darling. Yeah, we fucked the brick time bringing those spiders to Smalltopia. Smalltopia? What's that? Darling. It's a small civilization we discovered outside of the school. Mary and I decided we were going to be the rulers of it, and since then we've ruled it with our combined spots. We're like the best rulers ever. On Friday we found a bunch of cute spiders and we brought them to Smalltopia. We thought that they would make great Smalltopia citizens. They have like 8 hands to do lots of little high-fiving and handshaking with other citizens. Darling, oh no, we need to go check on Smalltopia, Mary. And so the 4 of you go outside just to discover that, in fact, Smalltopia citizens are being hunted down by the merciless side. No, do not worry, I love this subjects. Your rulers are here to solve the situation. A tiny person screams while fleeing from a spider. For the 100th time, we're called West Pemberley. We're democracy, and every time you come to close to our city, you fuck up everything. Can you hear their tiny screams, Damien? They're asking us for help. Try to stop the spiders. Darling, spiders! Stop doing that. Don't be asshole spiders. Be awesome, friendly spiders. Bad spiders. They seem to be ignoring your demands, obviously, because spiders don't count verbal communications among their skill set. You don't have the necessary diplomatic skills to mediate with their spiders. Oh, sure, that's why, yes. You're like 156% right. We need someone who will kick their ass in diplomacy, but you definitely have no idea about diplomacy. But maybe you can call your most diplomatic friend, and who would that be? Oh, no. I don't think either this is the character with charm. The conversation, if you can call it a conversation. Is she yelling at the spiders? We already did that. No, look, it's working. Amazing. It is true. Green and the spiders seem to come to an agreement. A day to remember. To seal the deal, Green a firm hedging. Unfortunately, the difference in size means that Green has just crushed the leader of spiders in his hands. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not great. The spiders are definitely not happy with this development. No, they're back to eating our subjects, you moron. This is not great. Was that your plan all along, Green? Have you been plotting for years to learn my own for this assassination prison? What a horrible mastermind. Not cool, bro. Thanks for bringing a Smalltopia Blue. You're such a good friend. There are some good kids. In order to learn this valuable lesson, you use -2 fun and -1 boldness. That's not good for one of these characters. I don't remember which one, though. This is my charm character, so it's bad that it happened to them. Okay, something cool. Blair chooses the guitar, Green chooses Stranger Things, and Blue chooses DC Legends of Tomorrow. How would Stranger Things be a currency? How would DC Legends be a currency? just see lots of people with citations they do impossible homelessness next. You gain plus 100 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs, and people only plus 2 money. Later, you, Bear, and Marina need to prepare your case for the ruthless rudder class. Your scenario for the week: monsters finally rule the world, but puny humans still demand equal rights. How will you deal with such a 14-hour workday, media censorship, start a fictional war? That sounds like so much work. Can't we just throw money at them? Oh, or cake. I heard if you let them eat cake, they call down. What about you? Do you have any ideas? You're not one of those group members who just let everyone else do the work, are you? You propose setting up safe havens for certain model humans where they can enjoy equal rights, but these safe havens are actual propaganda factories designed to show them that monsters are naturally better than humans. After that, indoctrinated humans are sent back into the wild to spread the correct idea. It's a good plan, but what about the ones that won't buy it? Well, we need to get the food for the safe havens from somewhere, don't we? Miranda's cost-effective thinking convinces Mara, or at least scares her enough to concede. You gain plus 2 creativity and plus 1 points. You were so smart and strong, much better than those puny humans, right? You've been going to class every time. I think that's okay. That day, the teacher just tried to teaching, so she recurs to the classic technique of not giving a shit and putting on some historical TV for you. What you don't expect is that. It's super effective. God bless the golden era of television. The TV show is compelling thanks to the ridiculous amount of nudity and bloodshed, but at the same time, you actually learn a lot about history. You gain plus 2 smarts. Today is monster math, and it's Scott's turn to stand on the board and solve the equations. You'd think he'd have prepared for this, but as he passes your seat, he whispers, "Bro, help me out, bro. I spent all week doing sit-ups and I didn't study at all. Just signal me the right answer somehow, please. I'll eat your homework for you the next time you need an excuse." Before you can answer, Scott is up as a boy, looking awkward as hell. We're talking to him. What's your plan? That's boldness. Why couldn't I tell? It's blah 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 blah. I was like, that has to be creativity, but because I didn't know what semaphore was. That day you skip class and you just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you gain plus 2 riches, but you gain plus 2 boldness. You're doing your thing when a wild alien suddenly appears. Hey, you look like you're having nothing better to do. I need a mount for prom because walking is for losers, and also because I lost my driver's license after I drove my motorcycle through another Sunday school picnic. But I won't take just any lame-ass mount. I need the best creatures in hell. So let's brainstorm. If you don't answer in the next 10 seconds, I'm putting a bit in your mouth and writing you. Are you talking about my grandma? You want me to ride my grandma in prom? Would you ride on your grandma? Oh shit, what if they think she's like, it's bad enough I have to feed her and bathe her every night. You know, you look about the right has to be a grandma treat. You're pretty sure that's not a compliment. Usually report you can find out what you have -2 charm, -1 fun. Okay, Blair chooses guitar. Green chooses audio interface, and blue chooses PC. PC, water bottle, and then, oh wait, no, I said audio interface, didn't I? Okay, I guess it's more likely than a guitar. Thanks, bros. If you're here, come on, join our huddle. Maybe you're curious about our huge pile of jelly jam gelatinous dessert cups. Well, wonder no more. We're going for the jellyfish. Yeah, we're gonna win it. If we collect the foil cover of 100 jelly desserts, we'll be the lucky winners of 1 free jelly dessert. But right now we're stuck. We've only got 99. That means we need one more. We need one more. We need one more. You give them your jelly dessert, but you already threw it at a bird person you hate. Guess you've got to make a choice. Begging? What? I never beg, except in intricately choreographed erotic scenarios. Is this an intricately choreographed erotic scenario? No, even better. This is gazing sadly at people until they give us food. You got by follow Scott around like the cafeteria, whimpering at people for their jelly desserts. Polly just eats all the stockpile jelly desserts while you're begging. Also, no one is willing to give you any. But that doesn't matter. As the saying goes, begging is its own reward. And that and quality time you get to spend with Scott, that's also a reward. Earth's about to lose a glass of Scotch Shure immaculate painted lips, so you can drink whatever at the school, apparently. When Miranda screams, "Stop! Don't drink that!" Why not? This Scotch costs more than most cars. Has your taste tried it yet? What taster? You don't have a taster? What if your drink is poisoned by someone jealousy of your good looks and royal title? Listen, Mary, I only drink 4 things: Scotch, red wine, the tears of my enemies, and straight up poison. You drink poison on purpose? Miranda, my hair is venom mistakes. You think poison actually harms me? Well, you should still have a taster. What if someone puts really spicy hot sauce in your drink? Or poison? What do I have to do to get you to drop this? Simple, hire a taster. Fine, any volunteers? This might be the big word. You raise your hand when Barry picks you. You should very weak. Take the tiniest sip for Scotch then. No, stop vomiting. How you be able to taste for poison if you're too busy foaming at the mouth and vomiting? You fool, they are poison. Run and tell the authorities before this poor sot's face melts off or something. Oh dear, oh my, I'm no good at a crisis situation. It cursed my uniformly pleasant childhood. Miranda faints with the utmost drama. If there's one thing princesses are good at, it's fainting. Haha, that was hilarious. I should put poison in my Scotch more often. You can stop vomiting now, by the way. She passed out. Oh, do you need the antidote? All right, here you go. I guess I should have let you know the Scotch was actually poison. Oh well. How about we get ice cream to make up for it? Your stomach's still too weak for ice cream, but you're never too sick to spend some quality time with Vera. Hammer and chisel will lean Wilson. You can't eat that. Watch me. First of all, it's made of one seamless piece of obsidian, darling. So it's low calorie. And second of all, it's a delicious phylactery, part of this balanced breakfast. It's lunch. Darling, you're just jealous. No, I'm nervous. Nervous that you're going to eat that, get possessed by a lich, and kill us all. Darling, well, I'm nervous that's not going to happen. Looks like these two are imprints. Maybe you can solve the dispute and score some random romantic crab at the same time. Oh yeah, of course. I forgot about the golden rule. Do unto others whatever the hell you want because it's funny. What? No, this is an outrage. I don't even eat food, let alone inanimate objects suffused with eldritch magic. Darling, well, that's the first time ever. Everything. Dracula loser, down the hatch. Damien force feeds the dread artifact to Liam. He's instantly possessed with the dark energy as opposed to his normal morals. I'm the Lord of Nuts. They rush of ice. Devourer of joy. Haha, what a nerd. Liam has to go to Nurse's house to get the curse removed, while you and Damien rob a bank to celebrate. Okay, Blair chooses Fender. Green chooses Apple, and blue chooses Berkeley. Berkeley, Apple, Fender. I feel like Apple should have gone first, but who cares? That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's life. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of the moment with throwing a ball. You lose -5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in a Prom sequel, but isn't right now. You gain +2 as you walk down the hallway trying to get a level of bone crush on your phone. You run smack into Vera and also indulge in fun. Sure, feel free to read over my shoulder. You wouldn't understand the charts anyway. Miranda's been mouthing off about being a princess again, as if it's so amazing. She's the princess underwater. You know what's underwater? Sea slugs and fish shit. You know what? It's not underwater. This school. Why should a birthright matter when there are so many other factors that determine a person's worth? Their beauty, their cruelty, their business sense, and using all these factors, I've divided school into cools and uncools. Now I just need to find a way to reinforce the superiority of the cools over the uncles. I do worry worry about my shoes getting scuffed up from class to class. These cockatrice scale pumps cost $2,000. What am I supposed to do, walk in them? Of course the uncle students should pay for the chase these out of their pockets. Maybe I'll get into the chase business, exploit my fellow students, advance the quotes, and turn a profit. A few days later, you see Vera being carried from a Parsons 3 to AP for modeling on a beautiful study couch. You do notice there's a tag on it that says Overland Upholstery, and Vera's counting her money. Sweet, you gain +2 money as a royalty for your idea and +1 smarts. I lost something due to boldness, but I want the class thing. That day you're the first one in class. You sometimes come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. He's a bit better in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, excelling at cliche movie trips. You gain +2 smart, +1 valuable life lessons that will help you face the difficulties of being young. You just happen to be hanging around near Scott, not because you're like following him or anything, when suddenly a rift opens in Tyler's face. A handsome prince steps to the death in other world finery. He approaches Scott, not this shit again. Beloved, I have quested across the dimension to see your face. Oh, well, here it is. Here's my face. It is more than just your face I need, Scott. The great toss of both. I also need your body. Luckily, I brought that with me, too. But I do not desire merely to gaze upon your body, though that in itself is a pleasure. My kingdom, you see, is besieged by a foul, dire heart, and only your muscles can save us. And once the loathsome beast is vanquished, perhaps we can find some other uses for that body of yours. Wink. Oh my god, did you say wink out loud too? That's so cool. These two are getting along too well. You need to slay that silly beast before Scott and the prince spend any more time together, but how? Before Scott and the prince can interact, you charge to the opponent and defeat the direheart with the power song. Your dulcet tones drive the direheart to tears. Except because his harps don't have tear ducts, it just explodes inside. Magnificent work, my intrusive friend. You shall sing at me and my Scott's wedding. Wait. Wedding? I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment. I'm already married to the game, Curse you, game. The prince kicks you both out of his dimension and seals the portal behind you. Nice. You gain +2 boldness and +1 creativity. Okay. Oh no. I forgot to check. That's fine. Okay. Let's try. Okay. That week, can you find Scott gazing lovely at a pickle, a sad look in his eyes? Oh, hey bro, maybe you can help me make a really tough choice. See, I really like green, but I'm not sure I can commit right because I also really like this pickle. Look at it, it's so green, watery, and the exactly right size for a pickle. Green is such a good person, but this pickle is such a good pickle. I can't choose. Won't you help me? You're telling me I can have this pickle and go out with green? Well, Coach always says you can't have your pickle and eat it too. Wait, are you saying that if I go out with green, I don't have to eat this pickle? Well, yes, that's a true thing. You have no idea why you thought you would have to eat the pickle. Unbelievable. All this time, I thought I was really in a pickle, but it turns out the pickle was inside of me all along. Or, I mean, outside of me. But it doesn't need to be inside of me, and I don't need to be inside of it. It's so simple. It is really simple. Way simpler than Scott's making it. But better than get between a werewolf and his pickle. You gain +3 charm. Okay. Blair chooses chicken Alfredo. Green chooses chicken bacon ranch quesadillas from Chili's, and blue chooses apple. Okay. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone's demons from the nightmare dimension. The monsters might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. Game plus 2 fun. You see Damien about to punch some noob when suddenly a dimensional between the two of them. Hey, darling. Hey, what the heck? I was about to punch that noob. That accent is not staying. There will be plenty of noobs to punch, my fearsome hero, when you are mine. What? I've traveled across time and space to find a fit commander for my armies and for my bedroom. Darling, oh, you want me to come over to your kingdom so we can kill people and fuck? I wouldn't put it quite so crassly. Darling, well, I would, and that sounds doper than hell, which isn't hard because hell is lame, but still. But if Damon goes to another dimension to fucking kill people, how will he fucking kill people with you? There's only one thing to do. Armed with your trusty commander helm and fierce grip, you charge through the wind. The prince's army turns out to be just 3 dudes, and one of the dudes is just 2 toddlers in a trench. You strain the shit out of them and squeeze grapefruit juice into their wounds and toss what's left of them into the cannon. What's more, you live stream the entire thing for Damien to watch back at home. When you get back, he's applauding. Darling, holy shit, that was wicked. I've never seen someone be so gratuitous with a grapefruit. Screw that interdimensional a-hole. I want you to teach me about using limes as an offensive weapon. The prince slinks back to his kingdom to recruit a new shitty army, while you teach Damien the mysteries of citrus food. You gain plus 2 charm and plus 1 boldness. That day, you teach your develops an amazing creative fun that blows all your minds. It ends with a sensation on you. That does just look like too, because it would probably it's still YouTube. I don't get why it needed to be spelled that way. It's still YouTube. Your teacher gains plus 10 coolness, but who cares? He's not trying to romance your classmates, or is he? We hope not. And you also gain plus 2 smarts. Hooray! First, given an info more presentation in today's system. It's called Why Everyone But Me is a Trash Person Who Deserves Scott. Scott, we simply must make sure Vera's speech is a success. Why isn't her speech about how we're all really bad and dumb? Because Vera is our friend, Scott, and friendship is the greatest treasure of all. Also, my parents owe money to her father. Oh yeah, okay, this one calls for some good old-fashioned cheerleading. Cheerleading, yes. But how does one cheerlead? It's simple, I don't know how to explain it with words. Somebody help me do words. I don't know which one of these is creativity, so I'm gonna go with human pyramid. But how will we construct the pyramid of which you speak? Easy, just follow my lead. Scott picks up Miranda, easily balances her on her shoulder and starts yelling, Pyramid, pyramid, pyramid! Ah yes, it's working, pyramid, 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 we are a pyramid. You think this would throw Bear off her game, but she actually gives the tiny smile and points to the 2 idiots. You see everyone? This is what I'm talking about when I say you're all trash people. She's got a point, her speech is actually really good and convincing. Miranda and Scott feel like they've helped. You gain plus 2 smarts and plus 1 creativity. That day, you class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. On the way there, you run into Miami the owner. She offers you some weird Japanese energy. You take it, it's crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of the ship. Guarano, State, Abstract, Benzenic, Ice, 15 milligrams of caffeine, 100 milligrams of boldness. Well, it wasn't bad after all. You gain plus 2 boldness. Thanks, Mimi. And proceed to the bathrooms. You see Vera looking at her phone. She's obviously pissed, so you don't let it. Oh, no, another dick pic. I mean, I know that's what you got to expect from me, as stunning as I do all the time, but still, not fond of dick pics, not at all. When are you guys gonna look? Dicks to go. Sending a picture of your dick is not a treat for me. I'm not going to frame it and put it on my wall. I'm going to put it in a folder called Sadly Just then delete folder, and then I'll probably set the phone on fire just in case. Yeah, you're pretty unpleasant, right? Help me figure out what to say to this guy so he'll stop trying to make me look at his wiener. Both of these scream like something I can probably do, because boldness, I don't know if it's, this one might be creativity. And this one might be creativity, but they're either creativity or boldness, so I think I'm good. Oh, that's smarts. How is that smarts? Ooh, I like it. Aloof yet incisive. And good job working hard in there, because he sure isn't. Seriously, what kind of guy sends a picture of his soft penis to a girl? Like, hey babe, this is how you make me feel. Flaccid. I guess the same kind of guy who sends pictures of his penis to a girl at all. Nice. Bring a firefighter, because you're the master of burns. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Okay. Blair chooses Sabrina Carpenter. Green chooses the guy who plays Vecna. And blue chooses Zendaya. Either of these is the same, because like Sabrina Carpenter's not like a famous superhero or anything. The other guys are like, Zendaya's like a character within the Spider-Man universe, so it makes sense. But so does a Vecna video game for Stranger Things. I just know it'd probably be weird if Stranger Things had a video game, but like, okay. I know what I'm saying. You find Damien Barra contemplating a huge slap unidentified money. Alright, Damien, I know we had a fair share of our disagreements during this convoluted punching expedition. Darling, like when you told me not to bring all my knives? But I trust we can now put our differences behind us and enjoy the fruits of our labor. Darling, you mean the meats of our labor? Yes, together we will enjoy this raw, bloody cut of meat as a symbol of our... Darling, wait, raw and bloody? You mean you're not even going to try using fire on it? Of course I use fire. I specifically instructed the chef to prepare his meat while glancing briefly at a lit stove. Did the fire ever, touch the meat? What would be the point of that? A cut this fine can only be eaten ultra rare. Like how can you wait here while I get a culinary flamethrower? Damien, please, let's be reasonable about this. Darling, what is reasonable? If we can come to an agreement, let's appeal to an arbitrary third party. Blair, surely you'll make the intelligent choice, right? Isn't that right? That's what I'd like to hear, that and the sound of screaming people fleeing from a burning building. But roasting totally destroys the flavor of done talking, fire time now. As you flee screaming from the burning building, you find Damien right beside you. He takes your hand and smiles. It's almost as if third-degree blows and massive property damage are worth it. You're romancing Vera, so... I guess you can go sit with Kevin. It's fine. You're enjoying your meal in peace when you hear the unmistakable sound as three throats going, ahem, ahem, ahem. Yes, hello, as you know, it's customary for a benevolent witch Kevin to have, as an ally and malevolent creature of some sort. Since Liam has apparently decided he's too cool for us now, I mean because of your incredible resume and good looks, we've decided to accept you on a trial basis as our supernatural companion for one adventure not to exceed 3 episodes or eclipse the main plot arc. As to consider, for your willing pursuit, we'll even allow you a choice of adventures 3 episodes. You can knock out one of these adventures by the end of Lux. And it actually sounds fun. The Kevin gives you 2 options. I have a feeling that that's like creativity or money, and I'm good. I don't know what that is. You start the crime of ghost crime in the only way you know how, which is fake beards. It's working. Okay, this is creativity. Now that all the children have fake beards, you gotta can tell he's got no one to possess. Yes, that's totally your plan. You definitely didn't just start slapping beards and kids and hope for them. Excellent. The day is saved once again, thanks to our Kevin and the faithful psychic Blair. What's that you want to know about the payment? We're sorry, but the contract clearly says this is an unpaid inventory. The contract does say that. Oh well, at least you gain +4 creativity for your lateral thinking. God, Polly is sitting together, laughing their metaphorical asses off. Do Damien. Grr, I'm Damien, look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere toxin version of masculine, which is alienated from my own true emotions. Ha, you sound exactly like him. Okay, you do Vera. I'm Vera. I'm very smart, and my hair is pretty, and all my friends look out to me because I am a strong, independent woman. Scott, I'm not sure how you understand how impressions work. I'm not Scott. I'm Vera. You can tell because I just said my name just now. Okay, what about you? Got any good impressions? Just one, but it's a real doozy. I do not talk like that. Haha, yes you do. You do talk like that all the time. Okay, maybe. Why is he running around the cafeteria rubbing his butt and everyone's... Because he's twerking, Molly. Don't you recognize twerking when you see it? That's not twerking. Twerking doesn't require driving from table to table in a hot pink golf cart. How is this even impressing me? Are you saying you don't wish you were driving a hot pink golf cart putting butt in a people's lasagna right now? Fine, out of my way. While Polly's busy making love to everyone's lunch trays, you enjoy a quiet meal alone, which got how so romantic. These are all fictional characters except for me, and I don't even have a basement, so random. Okay, you go to class so that I can get that achievement. That day you were astonished by the new... There we go. You went to class. All turns. Nerd! That day you were astonished by the new stuff you learned in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. Who would have thought that class could actually be useful? What a nice surprise. You gain +1 valuable lessons. Good luck trying to use that in this game. And +2 smarts. Afterwards, Scott catches up to you, panting excitedly. Bro, hey, I was just looking for you. I can't stop thinking about you. This is sounding good. So I thought maybe tonight, if you weren't doing anything, yes, we could maybe go somewhere private, use our bodies too. Yes, work out! Oh, okay. You may be a little disappointed, but you can salvage this. This is just the most romantic workout you know. That's boldness. That's probably creativity. I've never done French squats before, but I'd like if there's squats in the name, I'm game. French squats are performed while sitting in a chair in a 5-star restaurant. Every time you gaze into your workout partner's eyes, it's 1 rep. Scott does this without a chair so he can really feel the burn. Bro, these French squats are giving my quads a killer workout. But the burning in my calves is nothing compared to the burning in my heart. What I mean is that it's also an amazing cardiovascular workout. That's the most romantic thing Scott said to you all night. You take it. You gain +2 boldness and +1 charm. Okay. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold you would kill a tiny, big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monster's act would instantly give you +500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can get +2 on this anyway for saying that out loud to yourself. Hey, Blue, remember that one time that at the one party where you explained to me in grade 2 your brilliant secrets of the business world? Holy shit, you do not, and that does not sound like your area of expertise at all. You must have been pretty well. But as Ferris, you smile along. Well, I've been attending very expensive and very important business tonight, full of powerful people by exclusive invitation. I mean, I'm going to use my Gorgon's power to turn the concierge into surgeon and think it. I'd love to see you put other people's money where your mouth is if you're not doing anything tonight. You're planning on reorganizing your collection of rare condition Pokemon cards. That sounds like Nintendo would have sued you for that product placement. The popular trading card game based on the even more popular game Pocket Humans, which is why it should have said Pocket Human Cards, not Pokemon. Each card depicts a human being with a specific job and bio. But that can wait, so when the time rolls around for your fancy business dinner, you shove them in your pocket and roll out. Boo, over here, lad, you can make it. I've been ranking in business cards hand over claw so far. I met Gertrude Gonzalo, the Diamond, Tampon Tycoon, Ricky Bebop, the social media rapper robot, and they're both very excited to do business. How have you done so far? You turn out your pocket to show Vera the evidence of your efforts, which consists of the lobby card for the hotel convention is this, and the only thing that's handed to you by a real business is a sticky note with the word no written in Sharpie. Maybe you should have invited someone else, literally anyone else. No, it's okay. You still have 1 hour left of the event, and it's time to pull out all the tops and choose an amazing tactic to get as many business cards as you can to prove to Vera what a valuable business asset and or prom date you are. Okay. These all look like my stats are good. You stand up on a chair and deliver a passionate, unimpassive speech about the severity of your illness and your desperate need for business. It's incredible and fascinating. You remember what Miranda once told you about rich people? They love staying ridiculously wealthy while using just enough of that wealth in ways that make them appear sympathetic. Thank you all so much for your generosity towards this poor, sick, suffering, ugly soul. Thanks. I will be collecting business cards on their behalf. We greatly appreciate your generosity. One by one, the business people give Bear their cards before offering their condolences for what the illness has done to your eyes, ears, and general shape, etc. All in one is actually pretty insulting for you, but Bear looks filled. Before too long, she has collected the badly needed 100 business cards, and that's exactly what we need. It looks like Blue's compulsive illness has been cured forever unless I need more business cards at a later time. Compulsive illness business that lives at something. Why? That was the exact thing this charity fundraiser will organize to find a cure for. This young woman and her ugly friend are heroes, shouts the chupacabra smoking Ingleton. I certainly am. I look forward to doing heroic business with all of you. You and Vera exit the event's business cards crammed into your pockets, friendship solidified, future brimming with business and prom potential, brimming with +2 smarts and +1 creativity. Oh, that hurt. My voice is shot. Too much talking, too much talking, too much talking. That day during recess, you tried a half-hour rape that goes full crazy. You're casually chatting with Juan, small magical, and you start telling him the hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one, the one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll, the president, and the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King wants, 100 people are still both to alone. You turn on mobile that captures all the laugh and turns into +2 fun. What do you see Damon packing in bed? I'm going away for the weekend. Darling, to detention. I fucking detention again. Why? Just because I rigged the teacher's lounge door with booby traps that poured sulky piss on whoever opened it? Darling, I mean, I didn't even set anything on fire this time. Let me spill the tea. This school is strict as fuck. Anyways, just brainstorming some ways to keep things entertaining beyond fucking ditching. Damn, why didn't I think of that? I mean, I just did, but I didn't consider it as a serious option. If I skip detention, what are they gonna do? Give me detention? Darling, I can do anything. I make a bonfire out of dust, jerk off into the potions, and I'll just skip detention forever. Wreak as much havoc as I want. Fuck yeah, havoc! Well, you may have created a monster, but at least use your monster. You gain +2 smarts and +1 boldness. Okay. This is green, and green will ask Scott. And blue will ask Vera. And I will ask Damien. And watch as I fail all these interactions. Because I don't think green's definitely going to fail. I don't know about anybody else. But green is definitely a failure. And everybody else is a solid maybe. You finally pluck up the courage to ask your love to go to prom with you. Prom? Sure, why not? It sounds funny. There'll be so much hard partying that'll count as workout. Prom night was red. You danced all night, and most of Scott's dance moves were basically workouts, so you ended up utterly exhausted. It wasn't your idea of getting all sweaty with Scott, but you're definitely getting closer. If I got the ending with Scott, I better get the ending with Vera. I know Vera doesn't like me as like a person, but she enjoys my company. So I'm gonna fail this interaction. For some reason, Scott's easier than everybody else. You finally pluck up the courage to ask your beloved to go to prom with you. Prom together? I mean, I don't want nonsense to interfere with my skyrocketing career, but what's success if you can't enjoy yourself from time to time, right? And you're not that bad at my son. Okay, it's settled. You will help me enjoy myself. Don't read too much into that. We can discuss the details later. See you there. At one point, Prom was raided by the police. They were looking for Vera, probably on account of one of her many crimes against humanity. But you were too stiff to send. By that time, you were flying to Madagascar sharing a glass of wine. You might not be your partner in crime, but you also turned prom night into a trip together, so it was worth it. These are all great. You finally pluck up the courage to ask your love to go to Monster Prom with you. Prom? With you? You dumb fuck. That's a fucking great idea. Okay, I felt like I was about to get rejected, but you're just insane. Darling, that's a fucking great idea. Darling Teapot, are you some kind of genius or something? I'll tell you what you are. My date to prom. Prom was great. I love that outfit. I love both her outfits. You crashed your limo into the wall of school, and it was the best entrance ever. Everybody had a great time dancing under the lovely lights of a car on fire. Okay. How many endings? How many endings? How many endings? How many endings? No new secret endings. Okay. 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 I have to try all of the events and all. I'm not gonna 100% this anytime soon. This is insane. Those 3 weeks may be the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the month of prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always says, life happened, and it was wonderful. Vera founded and became captain of cheerleaders. They ruined the lives of many people. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. JK, he became an athlete. Duh, he's still a bit of a simpleton, but as lovable and good-hearted as ever. Damien became an interior designer specializing in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. For those 3 weeks, Mom's prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Mom's prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay. Okay. I hope everyone had a great stream. I hope I did decent or good and you had fun, because I just completed as many endings as I could. Peace out. Bye.